so here we go on free walk. I'm gonna add recalls into it. I usually wait till they stop going away from me over here, just in the space, and they don't give me space over it because they get so used to just being close in that area, arena, whatever you want to call it. Oh, sorry, buddy. I tried to step over it, step right on. But at some point you got to test them anyways, right? I know I've been doing every here and there. I've been doing one. Now I want to turn it into an actual session. It's kind of more real world, right? Zazu, come! Yeah, good boy. There you go. Good job. I'm not gonna worry about okay, coming past to me mostly because I got the phone in my hand. I'm right-handed with my food. Dude, I just practiced this the other day. I got hot dogs over here for doing the obedience. Right. Let's try no clap. Zazu, come! Nope, come! There you go. Good boy. Good. Right. So you saw the note come was because he started walking the other way. When he's standing there, I give him a second, make sure they process it, especially when I don't use a clap. Right. Zazu, come! Yeah, good boy. Right. So that one is kind of going sideways. Okay. He was in a sniff. Right. He's going sideways. So at some point, you want that to be a lot faster, but you have to be realistic, right? And fair. But that's why you have long line to make sure they don't blow you off. And remember, we're 1 week in. Let's try no clap. We're gonna be fair to him. He's got to be moving, right? Like now. Zazu, come! Yeah, good boy. Very nice. Good job. Okay, I should be holding the leash and requiring them to look up. Right, so there's pressure. I didn't do nothing, right? I just stopped. He doesn't have to come back to me because I didn't call him. Get it, buddy. Show that stick who's boss. Show that stick who's boss. That big old stick. Get that big old stick. All right. I was trying to go with him. But even so, that pressure, right? So when they hit that pressure at that 50 foot, even if he's busy, eventually we want that. Good boy, right? So when he was on the 30, he hit that pressure. It gets to where after a few days they hit that pressure. It doesn't even have to be a correction. It's them doing all the creating of the pressure, right? So like if I just stand here, he's gonna get the 50 foot. He's gonna hit that pressure. Good job. He doesn't have to come back, but if he does, he gets food. But what happens is somewhere around that 50 foot, they usually start going about 48, 49 foot, and then they stop and start looking. And it's because they hit that pressure. You can do it as a least correction. I just don't like to, unless it's a month down the road, right? If he had been here for a month and he's still kind of walking off once he's at that length that I want, like say 50 foot, right? Then I would add a correction because that makes it a little more aversive. Woo-hoo! Such a scary word. So abusive. See? You see right there? He didn't even hit the pressure, but he stopped and he turned just from those couple times of him hitting the end of the leash pressure. All this stuff is no big deal. That's what we want. That's how you create that engagement. All right? So let's see. Look. Leave it! Now I'm going to pull him away because I told him leave it. Because there's trash all over there. And there's food stuff. I don't know what's there. There's nothing there because Otherwise, Willie and maybe Waylon would have been eating it, but I don't want him practicing digging through the trash, right? Even if not. So let's see what happens right here. I'm just gonna stand still. See what he does. Why are you gonna pee on your foot? Good boy. See? He knew he was at the area, right? Okay. He knew it was right around that length, and that's what happens. They hit that pressure and they go, "Hey, I need to check back in," and that's how I know to go to the next line, right? I wouldn't be on the 50 foot if he wasn't doing that with the 30 foot, right? So there he used the pressure. Now I can go. So he released the pressure by coming back a little bit and walking sideways. Now I can let him go to whatever he wants to. Ideally, he would have looked at me at that point, but so what? How long? See, we got to go to the end and back. I started talking too much. Lost track. That's going to mess up our rep session. Too much time, right? So let's see what happens if I cause pressure. So I'm just backing up. So I'm going to cause pressure, and I'm going to keep backing up. Oh, good. Right? He needs to give into it, whether he creates it or I create it. It's not a big deal. Ain't nothing, no big deal. Let's see. Good. He's so cute. We might not get a rep session, huh? You want to just do an afternoon rep session? We can just do recalls today. Oh, and heel drills. Got to do heel drills every time. I got to get back in that habit with dogs. My guys don't. My guys don't do them, so I forget. It's all habits, right? So instead of doing I used to do 4 rep sessions in a day. Now, oftentimes, I'm only doing 2. Good boy. Oh, this is way too long.